welcome back. My name is Lynette. If you're new here, this is our second home away from home. It is in Sugar Creek, Ohio. We live in Sarasota, Florida, but we do tend to spend some of the summer here, and we bought this home last year. It is in Amish country. It's close to family, and we enjoy spending time with family and just escape the Florida heat a little bit. But the rest of the year, we Airbnb it out to you all and whoever else finds it on Airbnb. We've enjoyed that the last year. We host it and manage it ourselves. We have great cleaners in place. We've got people who are here like locally, my aunt and uncle, who are usually on the ready if something should come up, if you need something. And then I also, have a couple other people we have in place. So we manage it and do it from Florida, but and we're the ones messaging you essentially. We love this house. It's old, so keep that in mind when you're staying here. It was built in the 1930s, the Sears Craftsman style catalog house, I guess. The previous owners, the ones before the ones we bought it from, did a lot of improvements. And then last year we came through and did a lot of painting and furnished the whole house. And so this year we've had a little bit more downtime, but we've still been busy, and we usually try to do extra things as we can. So I want to show you around. Thought it'd be good to just document the house every year, keep it current, let you guys see what it's looking like from year to year, and know that this is what you're getting if you do decide to stay here. And also just for my records, I didn't change a whole lot, but I put a couple fall touches in a little early yet, but I'm not coming back up here right away, I don't think. So I decided I'm just gonna do it. It's okay, people are here a lot in the fall anyway, and so yeah, it's fine. Let me show you around. This is Maple Haven. We love it here. We love sitting on the front porch. We sat on this porch so much this summer. It's so fun just to sit here and watch passersby. I don't know, hear the birds. It's just so nice. And I'll take you in this way. I've got some comfy rocking chairs and a little bistro set out here. We had thought we'd add in a porch swing, but we still haven't gotten it done. Maybe another year. The hydrangea bushes are so pretty. I wish I could take some to Florida with me, but alas, that's not really an option. And then I've got a couple of ferns here. And that's the front porch. We love it very much. I will take you inside. Okay, coming in the front door. This is what you see. I will show you where you actually enter when you come in the house. This is the main living room area. It has held up really well. We've got a green sectional here. It's a velvet one, and it is from Article, if you guys are wondering. And then I have two swivel chairs here. It's just, the room is kind of compact, so I don't have room for a lot of bulky furniture. And I love these cheetah swivel chairs. I have them in my house at home too, just a different color. And they're super comfy, just easy to push around. Just, yeah, I love it. The rug is also very cozy. It is a Laloy. I think it's the Margot Cloud Pile rug. We've got a coffee table, some pillows. There's curtains if you need to pull them. We do have a Samsung frame TV here. There's no cable here. TV app, there's Netflix, Amazon Prime, all of that. Normal TV, just no cable. I've got a beautiful Facebook Marketplace find here. It's like an old, I think it's an old record player with no record player in it. I found a new picture at the thrift store, decided to hang there. All right, let's move to the dining room. This is a beautiful set from Castlery, and we love it. It's actually an extendable table, so if you ever want to extend it, you open it underneath there. There's a leaf that kind of pops up, or you add it in, I think, if I remember right. This is Hail Navy by Sherwin-Williams, the color, in case you're wondering. I do love this gallery wall. I think it's one of my favorite things in the house. It was like one of my first inspirations when we bought it. I had seen something like this. I was like, I need to do that. And it's like one of my favorite pieces. We do have an air purifier there just to help with any funky smells. And then I'll pan over to the living room again. All right, coming this way. That's me. This is the kitchen. We've got a fully functioning kitchen, fully stocked. I do have a Breville, which is the star of the show in my opinion, because I love coffee. We do have some coffee beans for you. I've got a few things up there on the shelf you can use. And then if you don't know how to use the Breville Barista Touch, you can scan this and it'll bring up a video of me showing you how to do a few things. But also on the Breville here, it gives you some directions on what to do and stuff. So hopefully that's helpful. I've heard some good feedback from it, and I think we're going to continue it. And I do have a regular coffee maker and a K-cup option. I've got stuff in the cupboard for that. There's also a French press up there, so all of the coffee stuff you might need. And not to worry, I've also got a tea station over here. I do enjoy a good cup of tea some as well. So I've got some honey, some sugar, and then I'll just show you a few of the cupboards. Just in case you're wondering, we do have pots and pans. We did upgrade our faucet this year. We had one that looked similar, but we tried to fix it multiple times. The extender, the hose, if you were to pull it down, it would not retract back up. You'd have to go under the sink to pull it back up in, and it was super annoying. We tried to see if we could remedy it, but we just couldn't. So we upgraded that. It just helps to have a good functioning sprayer. So we did that. I added like a little cafe rod with curtains there that you can pull. And we do have blinds. They're also Roman shades. You can just pull them down for privacy. I've got toaster, knife block. There's a couple of like spices and things in there. And then this overlooks our back deck area. I'll take you out there later. We do have 2 bar stools here, and I'm so sad that they didn't extend the countertop like past a little bit further. Like they could have wrapped it around the trim, because then you would have had a little bit more room to sit at. Because technically that's not really a ton of room to sit, but the girls still use it a lot, and I even used it some. It's just, I felt like we needed a couple of extra seats. So we're making it work. And then we have, this one. Plus I've got some folding chairs if you do need more. I forgot to mention the house does sleep 7. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out here. This is the living room, and you can go straight, and this takes you to the stairs that go upstairs. And then to your right is the kitchen. So it makes a circle. And then if you swivel to the left, here is the laundry room, mudroom, and we've got a washer and dryer here for you. My uncle made this cabinet for us last year, and we didn't really get to use it before we left, but we definitely used it this year. I wanted a place to put all of our shoes when we're here, because we're here for usually a month or more, and it fits most of them. Not quite all of them, but he matched this cupboard to these that were already here. He also made the shelf to go up there, and then we have a rod to be able to hang stuff if we need to, like laundry and whatnot. So it works out pretty good. I've got a little guest station here, a couple snacks, a guest book. I love reading these when guests stay here. Some of them write in it, some don't, but it also gives you a lot of ideas as to what you can do up here. Plus, I've got a whole binder of different things, instructions. You go to Honey and Fig, there's a perk there. There's like a guidebook. I also, I think, send a guidebook out on the Airbnb listing. All right, swiveling around this way. I added some wallpaper to that wall last year, just for something fun. And then in here is the bathroom. This is the one I was mentioning that is downstairs. I'm gonna zoom out so you can see a little better. I've got everything here for bath essentials, towels, washcloths. And then this is the shower. It's a beautiful shower. We love this one. And then also, it's a tiny little vanity. Something that we would like to upgrade maybe next year if we can fit a bigger one in. I think we could get a 36-inch in, but I also realized that it would probably be deeper than what this one is, which is probably why they put this one in there, because of the depth. It's just a really small space, but I don't think it used to be a bathroom, and so this was all like added essentially might have been something else. It's kind of just what it is. The shower is nice and roomy though, so it's really nice. And yeah, I like it. All right, I'm going to move upstairs. Here's the view as you come up the back. I'll show you the second set of stairs, which is right here. And then this is the level of the bedrooms. So we've got 3. This one is the boys' bedroom normally, where they sleep. There's a full bed and a twin bed. And I do have a bench here if you need it for storage or for suitcases and whatnot. I've got some hooks, also a mirror, and I added in a big fan. I did have smaller ones previously, but in the summer it can get pretty warm and we do our best to keep it cool, but I decided to add those. There's a closet there if you need to hang stuff in. Let me zoom out again. I do love the old features of this house, albeit they're probably maybe not as up to standards these days, you know, but we did add in some hook and eye latches so you can, you know, lock the door essentially. All right, here's our master bedroom. There's no bathroom in this one, unfortunately. I wish, but we do have a king size bed in here. We've got a duvet. There is a quilt or something, I think, in the closet if you do wish to use a quilt instead of a duvet. This is the workstation I use a lot, and I knew that maybe some of you would need it as well. I do have a little swivel chair, and then there's a good sized closet. Didn't turn the light on, but there's a couple robes and plenty of place to hang stuff. And then we do have a dresser over here, chest of drawers. Here's the bed. We do have a ceiling fan in here. It is a low ceiling. Keep that in mind when you're staying here, but it does help with airflow. So, yep, here's the master, and then there's the steps to the attic, which I'll show you in a little bit. Let me turn the lights on here. This is the bathroom up here. We did some work to this last year. We added in a new vanity and added wallpaper, kind of freshened things up a bit. The floors were here already. I do have a wall here with hooks if you need that. Also basket if you need it for hamper, towels, whatever. And then this is what the rest of it looks like. Got this little thing here if you need to put stuff on when you're taking a bath. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers the bathroom. Or the vanity is from Willow Bath and Vanity. I've used this one in my own home at home, and I think we've used them at other clients' projects, so we love their company for sure. And then finally, this bedroom. This is a queen size bedroom. I say queen size just because the bed is a queen size. It is also, we have a duvet cover in here, but there is an option if you want a quilt. I love cozy plush bedding. I know I'm not going to please everyone. There's people who love quilts more, and there's a lot of people who love duvets more. So I went with what I personally love, and hopefully that works out. There are usually options here if you don't want heavy covers. I tried to make sure there's, you know, quilts and whatnot, blankets and stuff if you do want something different. But the goal is to make everyone feel at home. And I do have this wallpaper up here, Peel and Stick. It's from Lowe's. I will say it's very much a bummer. We had hung it last winter, well, 2 winters ago, I guess. And by summer, it had all split. The seams had come apart because this is the kind you just butt up to each other. And it was very unfortunate. I've thought about trying to fix it. I just don't really know how, other than taking it off. And I don't really want to do that. So it is what it is, I guess. It's fine. It's just me being funny about it. The bed and nightstands are from Castlery. And then all our beds are Lull mattresses, which we love. Swiveling around it this way, I've got a mirror, full-length mirror, a bench for luggage, and then also this closet. I've got air mattress, extra quilt, pillow, sheets, more robes. I've got a pack and play. Here's another fan, hangers. I put some wallpaper in the back because I had some left over. So, yep, got some unique features of the house, obviously, just with the doors, the little lighting. I just decided to leave that, and then I do not have a ceiling fan in this one. It's not wired for it. Actually, this is one of those rooms where there's no overhead lighting at all, and there's not a lot of outlets in this house. As far as like in the bedrooms, it does struggle a little bit. So there's like, you know, extension cords and different things like that, but it's just one of those things that goes with older homes. Okay, I'm gonna take you upstairs. This door we generally leave open in the summertime because of airflow. The second bedroom level can get a bit stuffy because the house is not super well insulated. And so we found that if we leave this door open to the attic and run air conditioners up here, it kind of makes it all doable. And then in the wintertime, of course, it gets super cold up here. Summertime, it gets hot. So it's one of those situations where old homes and lack of insulation. I'm probably not going to stay up here super long because I've got the air conditioners running, but we do have a lounge hangout area here for kids. The kids did use these a lot, actually, or use the space a lot. I've got an extra pad there. I need to fix those things, put them up in, but it's something that you could actually sleep on if you want. It's one of those like roll-up mats, but I just put it on the window for now. And then we've got a little table, chairs, and then an area with kids' toys. Got a couple rugs. It's not finished how I would like it, but for now it works. I know that not nearly everyone even uses it because I know there's not always people with kids here. But if you do have them, there is this space. So use at your own risk. We did fill in those gaps there because it used to just be open. And we have a baby gate, I think, that is functioning. I just got it. So trying to think of pretty much everything that you might need. So off of the kitchen to the back is the patio, and I'll take you out there, which is here. In the evening you can turn on the lights. It's so fun. It looks out the backyard here. There's neighbors, but it's pretty quiet around here. Not a lot happening. There's a fire pit that you can use. It's just propane, so turns on with ignition. Just really thankful for this space back here. Goes over to the side. It is a shared driveway because we do have a neighbor. All right, here's the side deck. We did update this a little bit. Gave it another coat of stain this year. The posts we left, but the rest was really faded. Still doesn't look great. We'd like to maybe update it with like this type of poly or whatever that is, or vinyl. For now, this is what we're working with. We did put a fresh layer of mulch on the flower beds. And this is the back area. We're gonna leave the basketball hoop out and see how that works. The boys use it a lot. I don't know if the basketball will get lost or not with kids, but we will see how that works. If not, we'll just put it back in the garage. Guests do not have access to the garage. But this is the side door where you enter. We do have ring doorbells. We do have ring doorbells on the side porch here, and then also on the front door. The back door, there's nothing. We can't see anything there, but it is just for security purposes, for your safety and ours. All right, I'm saying goodbye to Maple Haven for a little bit, but it has been such a good summer here, a couple weeks, if you will, at our house, and we're just, yeah, so grateful to have it, and we always look forward to coming back. And I will see you next time.